How about you? The big game just came out, man. How's it going?
It's been a crazy couple weeks. Obviously, 2K came out on Friday. I've been the bane of the existence of several NBA players living rent-free about the ratings. But we threw an epic launch event this past Wednesday. I wish you guys could have been there. Wayne performed. All the biggest names in LA were there. It was super dope. The momentum around our game and having Jordan on the cover and all that stuff, it's just super epic.
Oh, yeah, you sort of like touched on what we wanted to get into. Like, players are legitimately mad at you because you make the ratings, correct? Of the NBA 2K game.
Oh yeah, it's all me.
How do you make the rating? What goes into making the ratings? Like, what factors play? How do you do this? Break it down for us.
Yeah, so first things first, I don't actually make the ratings. So let's start there. But seriously though, there's like 30 some odd attributes, everything from like on the court, tangible stuff like 3-point shooting and whatever, to all the way to like AI, like the way the IQ, offensive IQ, defensive IQ, like all the mental game. All those numbers are put into like a formula and then outspits a number that is a rating. It is based on like historical, like all-time basketball. So that's what a lot of people are like kind of mad at. Like you probably saw KD's tweet where he said he should have been a 99, and against his well, I guess it's a little bit more aggressive than that, but he has a really good point against his contemporaries that play now. But the ratings are actually based on historical reference. So there's only one 99 in the game, and that's 95-96 Michael Jordan, probably the best season of all time. But yeah, KD and others were pretty fired up.
So why do they get mad at you and start tweeting at you when their ratings come
I don't
out?
know. I'm not really sure. No, I have been the de facto spokesperson for 2K for a long time. For a long time, people thought I made the game, ran the servers, was our forward-facing person, did all of our press, worked with our celebs. I was one man that looked like 400.
Wow.
But no, seriously, it's just,
But have you stood up for yourself and been like, "Yo, leave me the fuck alone. I don't make the." I haven't seen that from you because I also.
Hell yeah! Have you seen some of my clapbacks on Twitter have been pretty harsh. I actually, when Katie wrote that, and Katie is a good friend of mine, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna actually take MJ off the cover and put you on the cover because you're gonna."
Oh. Have you ever had any players like bribe you to try and change their ratings?
That's what I was about to say.
Like, have you ever had anyone like?
Big time.
No
I've
way!
had people offer me
What?
10 racks. I've had people offer me all sorts of stuff.
What was your biggest offer that you were like? Did you ever like contemplate taking it?
I mean, there were some Grail shoes that were offered, and I brought that up in press one time, and that player got mad. So like, I won't bring it back up. But then, I mean, I've been offered tens of thousands of dollars to change the rating, which is just so funny because it's like the ratings are completely based on a performance of the player. So if you want your ratings to be better, play better. I don't know what to tell you.
Damn.
That's crazy.
It's like the guys who are going to like the boards, like cheerleading tryouts, and like checking their ratings and getting like super upset.
If they were smart, they'd just become cool with you. If they were smart, they'd be like, "Hey, bro, you want to come to the game this week?"
Nothing's gonna change it, though.
He's figured out the formula.
Come on, that's all it is.
Now, or just fucking play better. That's what Ronnie's telling all of you NBA players right now. Don't get fucking mad at him and go on Twitter. Just play better, man.
Ronnie's saying play better. Jake's saying bet on better.
Bet. Ronnie's an investor in better. We're all saying bet better, man.
So I got a question.
Just be better.
Let's just be better. Let's go.
Is it similar to like Madden, where kind of ratings go up throughout the season or throughout weekly and shit? Like, so people.
Oh yeah.
How often is that? How often can someone like go have a crazy night? And then they'd be like, "Hey, man, you just seen me drop 30 last night. Like, come on, I shouldn't be in." Like, how does that?
I mean, you've seen that happen on TV. I'll never forget the moment. Like, there was a game a few years ago. It was ABC, and Hassan Whiteside had like a triple-double. And after the game, they're like, "Oh, what made you play so well?" And he's like, "Oh, I was just trying to get my 2K rating up."
Oh my god! Who got the worst possible rating? Like, who's been?
You know what's funny? When Giannis came into the league his first year, he was a 59.
That's fucked up.
Now he's
that's insane.
Yo, justice for Giannis.
You guys, like back then, like nobody knew he was obviously going to be honest, but nobody even thought he was going to be very good. Like, he was a 14th pick. He was, from Greece. Like, nobody knew anything about him, and then his body evolved, and now he's the highest rated player in 2K. It's pretty
That's
nice.
crazy. That's
Come
nice.
Coming true.
Do you agree with Pat Bev being a higher rating than Russell Westbrook?
Why did I know that was coming? In this year, yes, I do. I know it's harsh, but the thing about Russ is, like, he has really, like, shot with lots more volume, had lots more turnovers, like and he's not getting as many triple doubles. So a lot of, like, the things about his game that are, like, negative have kind of percolated. And Pat Bev is, like, pretty consistent, like a good defensive player, puts up his numbers. I mean, they're pretty much the same. It's 79, 78. But I know a lot of people were fired up about that. I'm sure Russell more than anyone. So
Yeah, I liked what Pat said when he was asked about
what do you
playing.
think? You agree?
I agree. That's what I'm saying. I liked what he said about him taking LeBron and Russell Westbrook with him because he made it to the playoffs. He was like, nah, they're going to be playing with me. I was like, that's pretty fucking awesome. Just because someone has a big name in the sport, if they're not getting to the playoffs, then maybe their formula is not working. I don't know.
Bro, I'll tell you, like, I think he's got a point, like, and I think if there's anybody to check LeBron and AD, I think the Lakers are actually going to be, like, pretty good next year.